Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you're joining us live on the Avenues Hour. This is a breaking news report. We have a lot to get into tonight. Wow, okay, so Airbus, let's talk about it. The A320, this is huge breaking news coming from Airbus tonight, as the manufacturer has just ordered an immediate precautionary action from all A320 operators around the world to implement new software updates to their aircraft to ensure the fleet is safe to fly. We're going to be getting into all the updates tonight. We're expecting a lot more to be coming through. I've got all my sources up. So all the updates here for you guys. We're going to be looking into what airlines with the A320 are doing right now. Airlines such as EasyJet and everything like that. So we had Flight Radar 24. We can get that up right now. If I remove the image, that's right here. You can see these are all the Airbus A320s in the sky right now. We do have a Squawk 7, was that 7600? Yeah, that's not involved, obviously. But, yeah, as you can see, Flight Radar tweeted out, currently approximately 3,000 A320s are airborne. We did get a statement on here saying, yeah, here we go. Software change on a significant number of the best-selling A320 family of jets. The industry sources say that 6,000 jets are going to be involved, around 6,000 A320 family aircraft, and that is over half the global fleet. So pretty crazy stuff here. We can get up the full statement that Airbus put out. I do have it on my files here. Welcome everyone to the stream as well. Hope you're all having a good night. Yeah, I heard about this 2 minutes after it happened, and straight away I just ran up to get on this. So here's the press release from Airbus. As you can see, Airbus update on the A320 fleet, Airbus A320 family, precautionary fleet action. So Toulouse, France, of course. Airbus is based in Toulouse. 28th of November. Analysis of a recent event involving an A320 family aircraft has revealed that intense solar radiation may corrupt data critical to the functioning of flight controls. So yeah, that is the main issue right now. Airbus has consequently identified a significant number of A320 family aircraft currently in service which could be impacted. Airbus has worked proactively with the aviation authorities to request immediate precautionary action from operators, and they also use the alert operators transmission, which I talked about in my video I just posted literally a few minutes ago, and it's already doing well. Wait, hold up. For some reason, on TikTok now, you can see like a live camera of me when that's weird. Anyway, they also said, in order to implement the available software and or hardware protection and ensure the fleet is safe to fly, this AOT will be reflected in an emergency airworthiness directive from the EASA, which is the European Union Aviation Safety Agency. So yeah, that's pretty interesting as well. Emergency airworthiness directive. Airbus acknowledges these recommendations will lead to disruptions to passengers and their customers, which are the airlines and operators. We apologise for inconvenience. So yeah, that is their statement put out just like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, just letting you know I'm going to be tuning in and out of the stream. All right, no problem. No problem. Yeah, so we're just waiting for some more updates to come through here. The last thing I heard, the last thing was about that airworthiness directive. That was the latest thing. Airbus says safety is the priority. I will be getting up some more information here. For about 2/3 of the affected jets, the recall will result in a relatively brief grounding. That's what we're saying. A relatively brief grounding. The incident that triggered... okay. So, we have some information on what actually caused this, because they said it was an incident involving an A320. Right here, reported by Reuters, they are saying the incident that triggered this action involved a JetBlue flight. JetBlue flight 1230 on October 30th, so quite a long time ago. but I'm guessing there was an investigation into that, and that's what they've found out. So JetBlue flight 1230. Let's try and get a replay on this flight. 1230 from Cancun, Mexico to Newark, New Jersey. Yes. Yeah, Newark. Yeah, okay. It was on the 30th of October. So let's scroll down to here. So it had to divert to LaGuardia. Oh no, so this is the one that diverted to Tampa. Okay, that was a different flight. 2 diversions in a row though. So yeah, this was the flight. It was this aircraft here. As you can see. That's a special livery, right? This Airbus A320 registration November 605 Juliet Bravo. This was the flight that caused all of this. Diverted into Tampa Airport in Florida. As you can see. Made an emergency landing at Tampa. Several people were taken to hospital after a flight control problem and a sudden uncommand drop in altitude. So can we see that drop in altitude anywhere? No, that would have just been the... I don't know. It's not very visible on the flight radar, but we'll see. According to Airbus data, there are approximately 11,300 A320 family aircraft in operation, including 6,440 of the core A320 model. So the other thousands are like A321s, A319s, and all of them. But the base A320, we got that. I'm going to get this one up just because this is a little bit more accurate. Airbus has disclosed that safety regulators are preparing an emergency directive after flight control data on A320 family jets was found to be vulnerable to high levels of solar radiation. So very interesting there. Welcome everyone to the stream on the YouTube and the TikTok. Make sure you are hitting that follow button and subscribe button if you're new and enjoy sort of this content. 2,000 foot drop, says Pinky in the chat. I'm doing good. How are you? United Airlines 2 diversions to Heathrow Airport in just 2 days. I did see one of them actually. There was also there was a Qatar Airways that diverted to Manchester either yesterday or the day before. I don't know if you guys saw that. But yeah, Airbus has worked proactively. We already read that out. These measures will also feature, European Union airworthiness directive. Airbus apologises for the inconvenience. That was just what they said in their statement. Again, I'm going to get... This one's a bit more newer. This is a newer piece of information. Actually, I'm also going to check on here. This is a bit more... Yeah, Airbus orders software update for A320 planes after solar radiation risk. Trying to find... Okay, this was 2 minutes ago. Okay, wow, we got an... Okay, we have an update from American Airlines. American Airlines is the first airline... This is Thanksgiving weekend in the US. This is crazy. Like, it's happening right now. It's going to cause so much disruption over there. American Airlines says it's performing software updates on roughly 340 of its A320 family aircraft after Airbus identified a system issue affecting operators worldwide. The airline expects more updates to be finished today and tomorrow, noting customers can see delays, but limited cancellations. Updates may take approximately 2 hours on most aircraft. That was the statement. American Airlines. That's the latest news 2 minutes ago, guys. So the latest news as of 2 minutes ago is from American Airlines, saying they are performing software updates on roughly 340 of their A320 family aircraft. So I'm going to see if there's any other information. But that's what I was trying to find out, getting statements from the airlines, you know. Because there's going to be... Airbus has ordered, 6,000 A320 family, more than half of its global fleet. Someone said at Melbourne Airport, waiting to board to Sydney, and our flight is grounded because of A320 has been suddenly grounded. So someone at Melbourne Airport is stuck. This is on Twitter, guys. Airport webcams tweeted that a large part of its active A320 jetliner fleet will require a software fix. Yeah, crazy stuff. Singapore Airlines 777 diversion to Kuwait City, original destination Heathrow. A few emergencies coming in. There was also a Squawk 7600 on flight radar, some light aircraft. If you're flying on an A319, A320 or A321 this weekend, I'd pay careful attention to your flight status. Actually, I'm flying on an A320. Well, I'm flying on 3 A320s around Asia in December. So luckily it happened now and not then. So I shouldn't be affected. That should be all updated by then, which is good. But there's going to be a lot. There's going to be thousands of people, especially in the US, because Thanksgiving weekend is the most popular time to travel. You know, everyone, Thanksgiving, the holiday, they celebrate in the US. A lot of people will fly in to see their families for that weekend. And yeah, that's going to affect a lot of people. So I completely forgot it was Thanksgiving weekend. I might have to mention that. If I'm going to make an update video shortly. We've live streamed for about 15 minutes. I'll stay on, of course, for longer. Let me get back up the A320. Yes, here we go. So most people, yeah. The thing is, the reason there's not loads of A320s on the most tracked is because there's just so many A320s to track. You know, like when the MD-11 was grounded and the last MD-11, because there's only one in the air, everyone's tracking that one. But now, literally, just there's 3,000 A320s in the air, so that people are still most tracking the flights in Venezuela. A lot of stuff going on there still. I'm not actually too sure what that's all about. But I know, like, airlines like Iberia cancelled their flights there. I do remember that. Just got to get a little update. See if this has... here we go. We have a new update from Reuters. Airbus A320 repairs must be before the next flight. Airlines affected by sweeping recall of Airbus A320 jets to fix a software glitch must carry out the work before the next flight, excluding any repositioning flight to a repair base. An Airbus bulletin to airlines. So that's interesting. That's new as of 4 minutes ago. Airbus has now said this has to be done before the next passenger flight. That excludes repositioning flights to a repair base for them to conduct the update, of course. So that is interesting, and we're going to be able to see now, like any plane right now in the air, once that lands, it's going to have to do that update. And so yeah, you know, this Jet 2 flight coming into Manchester, when they land, let's see, what I don't know, I just clicked on this randomly. How do you see the air? Here we go, recent flights. Let's see if it's scheduled another flight tonight. No. That's good then for them. We'll check EasyJet. What time is it? 6:47. There should be a few more flights, like 9 p.m. flights coming out of Gatwick soon. This is going to Edinburgh. Let me try and get a flight going into... Yeah, here we go. Geneva to Gatwick. All right, let's see recent flights for this EasyJet Switzerland. This is EasyJet Switzerland here. Okay, so yeah, look, this flight here, Gatwick to Geneva, scheduled to depart at 8:25. This is crazy because they're not going to depart. It takes 2 hours to complete this update. So they're not going to be departing until at least, you know, 10:30. And that's if they might cancel this flight. I mean, this is a huge thing right now, guys. There's a lot about to go down in the next few hours. Let me tell you that. For countries like over here, in the middle of the night, it's still going to be a problem. I don't know if some of them are going to be trying to do it during the middle of the night when there's no scheduled flights, or if they're going to be having to do it in the morning and delaying or cancelling them morning flights. But yeah, wherever you are though, it's going to be an issue. I mean, yeah, here we go. We'll see British Airways. This British Airways flight from Copenhagen, they will probably have a scheduled flight tonight at like 8 or 9. No, they don't. Okay, so luckily, so yeah, some aircraft, they're going to be okay. This one, they don't have to affect these people here flying to Malaga tomorrow morning. Hopefully they're okay. Eurowings. Yes, this also the thing is, if you've got like Eurowings going into Heathrow, they're not allowed to fly back to Eurowings base, which is Brussels. No, not Brussels. Where is Eurowings base actually? I'm thinking of Brussels Airlines. I actually don't know wherever Eurowings base is. They can only fly back there if it is a repositioning flight to get the repairs done. So that is also interesting. Dusseldorf is Dusseldorf is, yeah, because obviously Eurowings is a German airline. I don't know why I said Brussels. Yeah, Dusseldorf is their base apparently. But yeah, we will see. What else have we got coming in? EasyJet going to Birmingham. Let's see if they've got any other flights tonight. Also, I can say this A320 issue is accurate. That was an hour ago when it was still unconfirmed. Yeah, so they've got another flight as well at 8 p.m. So again, unless it's a repositioning flight, they're going to have to, in Birmingham, delay or cancel this flight. Yeah, tonight is going to be chaos. I can already tell. Check Glasgow. We can check if there's anything going into Glasgow. Yeah, so look here. A321 going into Glasgow here from Heathrow. And that has already been like really delayed. Let's see if they're going to probably be doing a return flight back to Heathrow tonight. Yes, they are. I mean, this one's already delayed. Can you imagine being on this flight? You're already delayed from the plane that's arriving in because it took off an hour and a half late. And now you're going to be delayed another 2 hours, or they would I reckon they cancel this flight. Possibly. We'll see. Yeah, there's thousands of A320 flights to track right now. I'm just focusing on the UK because that's the main my main following on TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. I'm going to see if there's any more updates for me to let you guys know. The documents trace the issue to a computer known as ELAC, Elevator and Aileron Computer, which sends commands to elevators that control the plane's pitch or nose angle. That was on Reuters. New update. A significant number of A320 flights could be cancelled due to solar radiation fears. British Airways, EasyJet and Wizz Air rely on the A320 family for their European flights. Millions of airline passengers booked to fly on the A320 family could find their flights cancelled while urgent modifications are made. Wizz Air UK has already warned some flights over the weekend may be affected. After that thing by Airbus, it's going to be not just this weekend, but, well, yeah, it will be this weekend, but it will be over the next 24 hours mostly. Yeah, that's crazy. Luxair is taking delivery of its first Embraer E195 right now, actually. Look at that. We've got another breaking news story. Just a few more legs until it gets home. Luxair. Let's check this flight. Embraer E195. Lima X-Ray, Lima Echo Alpha. This is a Luxair Embraer E195 getting delivered to Luxair, of course. Look at that, nice livery. That is a nice livery. So yeah, some more breaking news to give you right now. Luxair are just taking delivery of their first E195 E2 right now. Just a few more legs until it gets there. Of course, it has to make a few stops. It's come from, I don't know how to pronounce the airport, but yeah, in Brazil. Of course, Embraer. And yeah, it's going to be going over to Luxembourg. They'll probably, I don't know where they're making a stop in Gran Canaria, so over here. And then from Gran Canaria, they will be going probably to somewhere in France. Or could they make that in 2 legs? Possibly. We'll see. I'll have to keep my eye on that one. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's just so much to look at right now. The statement from Airbus, we already read that out. The fly-by-wire, yes, this is the thing. The fly-by-wire used by Airbus requires a wide variety of data to be fed to the flight control system. The fear is that solar radiation acting on sensors and connectors could affect the normally predictable behavior of electronics corrupting data, which may in turn cause the aircraft systems and pilots to respond inappropriately. 2/3 of the affected jets will result in a relatively brief grounding as airlines revert to a previous software version. So they're not. So it's reverting to a previous version, which is, I didn't know that. For around 2,000 aircraft, hardware modifications are needed, which could cause planes to be grounded for weeks. Okay, that's interesting. The Airbus A320 family, which includes the A319N and A321 and A318, although not really many left. The world's most popular short-haul plane. Popular narrow body. Overtook the Boeing 737 in terms of deliveries last month. EasyJet's fleet, more than 350 aircraft, entirely composed of the A320 family. And British Airways, their mainline Heathrow and Gatwick operations, short-haul Euroflyer, flown by the A320 family, and that's also the shuttle flights like we saw going into Glasgow a minute ago. Wizz Air has over 200 A320s and A321s. Some are currently grounded due to separate problems with their Pratt & Whitney engines, so not a good time for the Pratt & Whitney engine A320s. They've got 2 problems to deal with now. A spokesperson for the airline, Wizz Air, confirmed some of its aircraft are among the more than 6,500 aircraft worldwide that require the software update. Wizz Air has already immediately scheduled the necessary maintenance. Flights over the weekends and the next few hours will be affected, and that is for every airline, which is very interesting. But yeah, what I'm going to do now, guys, I am going to come off the stream to make another update video. So do expect another update video to come out on my TikTok page, YouTube page in the next 40 minutes probably. I'll be getting some more information out for you guys on there, and any more updates. If you're on TikTok, you can use the aviation updates bulletin board, which I have. I'll be posting on there. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys very, very soon.